What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my dad. Last couple weeks we talked about gas, grip, alignment, stance. Today we're talking about routine.
What you do before you swing the club totally influences how you swing the club. Thus the importance of having some kind of routine.
Exactly. Let's get into it. If you're anything like me, sometimes you're standing over the ball, you're thinking about 5 or 6 different swing thoughts. You're thinking about the house on the left side of the fairway, out of bounds on the right that you might duck kick it in or slice it to the right. So that's where routine comes in. You want to have a routine that gets your mind off of those things, off the swing thoughts, off of the left or right and the consequences, and just focus on your natural, what you practice here on the range, right?
Well, exactly, Caleb. And you think about the golf swing is 1.8 seconds. So again, as we mentioned, the things that lead up to the golf swing are certainly going to impact how you swing. So you're talking about an 8 to 10 second window that you really need to stay focused. But the key really here is that you try to do the same thing every single time. Right. If you can do that, then you get so wrapped up in the routine itself, you kind of lose sight of the obstacles and the problems that are in the way, and maybe you even don't focus on as many swing thoughts. You know, often when I'm teaching students, I'll tell them try to have one swing thought on the backswing and one on the downswing, but if you have a laundry list of things you're trying to remember, it's going to be difficult to execute that.
Yeah. What is the perfect routine? Nobody really knows. Everybody's different, right? There's so many different routines you go, but the important thing is that you have one. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, the perfect routine is one that you do the same way every time.
Consistently, right?
Consistently. And when I was playing competitively, I mean, I started behind my golf ball, I picked an intermediate target, I stepped in, I took whatever rehearsals I was going to take, but I did that religiously.
Right.
Now, growing up and watching Sam Snead hit balls all of his life, all of my life, his routine was entirely different than mine. That doesn't make his better than mine or mine better than his. But the thing is, develop your own personal routine and whatever your preference is. If it's rehearsal swings or it's how you approach the shot, develop your version of that and then try to reproduce it on a consistent basis.
Why don't you show me your preferred routine, and if they want to implement it in their golf swing, they can do that, and we'll go from there, and I'll show them mine too.
Happy to do that, sure. So my routine for me when I was playing in competition was always to, again, implement the word gas. So, but before I got into the grip, aim, and stance portion of this, I would always stand behind my golf ball, get in the target line, and I would pick an intermediate target. Alignment is so difficult when you're standing over the golf ball, but picking an intermediate target allowed me to kind of find out what my line is. So when I would step in here, I see my intermediate target, so I focus on that. But the next thing I'm going to do is get the grip. That's a G in the word gas. Then I set the club behind the ball so that it's pointed at my intermediate target. I take a stance, which is identifying alignment. I'm trying to get my body lines parallel to that target line that I've identified. And then from there, even in competition, I might just relax and get into the right posture, which is stance. Tilt a lot and flex a little. I would take one final look at the target, and then I would execute.
That's pretty good there.
First shot of the day, Caleb.
Hit the pin.
Right at the pin.
So we got my dad's routine. I'm gonna do mine just to get my perspective. I'm sure it's pretty similar to his because he taught me, but let's go over my routine. A little different. Same thing, always start from behind the ball. It's just the best perspective of where you're hitting the ball and the course. So we're standing back here, we're going to this flag, pick the intermediate target, find it, put the club behind the ball, then I'm setting my feet up, getting comfortable, looking, and I'll do 2 waggles and 2 looks, and then hit it from there.
Wow, I think he hit it closer than I did. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Good shot.
So everybody's routine's a little bit different, but just find your routine, and whatever that is, whatever works, right? So just be consistent. 90%
of the time, people go to the driving range, they're hitting 200, 300, however many balls they're hitting. The volume of balls you hit really is exercise.
Right.
Practicing your routine on the driving range will far more allow you to take it to the golf course.
Right.
So the thing that I saw with all the golf school students, you know, there were times on the golf school range when students would have 2 balls in the air at the same time. I mean, they hit a bad one and they immediately are hitting another shot because they didn't like the first one. That's exactly the wrong thing to do. You've got to go to the driving range and practice your routine so that you can then take that to the golf course. If you have it rehearsed rehearsed it, then you get out on a golf course, you don't even know what your routine is.
Yeah.
So my suggestion, my recommendation is hit fewer balls, but when you hit those balls, hit them with a purpose and specifically with a routine. So then when you get to the golf course, it becomes easy.
Yeah, I mean, I remember countless times I would dump some balls out and they're just everywhere right here in front of you. You hit a bad shot, you just get another one, you pop it out there, look up, hit another swing, and at that point, you're just basically digging yourself a little hole because you're not accomplishing anything by just swinging. You need to step back away from the ball, realize what I did wrong on that shot, go through your routine again, get back into it.
Let me ask you this. When you're on the golf course, do you have a basket full of mulligans sitting there waiting on you?
Yeah.
No, on the golf course, you got one attempt.
Right.
So you need to practice that practice shot is exactly that one attempt that you have on the golf course, because otherwise you're just exercising.
And another thing that I do sometimes on the range is picture the hole you're playing, set the ball out there, like say it's a par 5, 510 yards. I need to hit this down the middle with a little draw. Go through your routine on the driving range and then imply it like you're playing an actual hole out on the course.
So you're saying you oftentimes play the hole on the driving range?
In my mind, yeah.
Wonderful advice,
right.
Wonderful advice.
Pro tip, when you're at the range and you have that basket of balls there, instead of dumping them out, either reach down and grab one, pick it up, place it, then get behind the ball, or set the basket of balls behind you, take the ball out, go up, set it down, start from there. Does that make sense?
That may be the best advice you've given these folks at this point.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So you're not just whacking balls out.
Put them out of reach.
Put them out of reach, so you can't just reach your club in there, grab them out. That makes you go get a ball, set it down.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Step out of your comfort zone. Go through the whole routine again.
That's the best advice he's given you so far, folks. Do that. Put the golf balls further away so that you've got to step out of your comfort zone, go get another ball, and then step into that shot like it's the most important shot of the day, every time.
We're looking at this like a par 3, 180 yards, got 8 iron. I'll walk into it, pick my intermediate target here. Get up, get my grip, look at my target, look at my intermediate target, set it down, stance, 2 waggles, 1 more look, and hit it. Get another ball, same thing, set it down, get yourself away from the hitting zone, get back behind the ball, pick your intermediate target again, set your club down, take your stance, 1 waggle, look, another waggle. All right, that's it for routine. Thank y'all for watching. If this helped you out, like and subscribe. It helps us out here. Next, we're talking about the 5 ball flight laws, and the first one up is path. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.